All right, welcome everybody. Today's video, we are over here in Pranburi. We're about a half hour to 40 minutes or so south of Hua Hin, and we're gonna check out the Pranburi Forest Park. And they have supposedly a 1 kilometer long walkway that goes out into the mangrove forest. And there's a boat tour and all of that. I'm not sure that some of the locals have a boat tour that you can take and go out into the mangroves, but I don't know if we're gonna be able to do that. But we're at least gonna walk out through the park and take a look at the mangroves. So hopefully it should be pretty cool. I really enjoy doing stuff like this. So let's see what we see. Here's the visitor center that's right here when you first come in and park. Now inside the visitor center there's a little bit in English. They have a map that's an interactive map, but it's all broken. And they have some signs and stuff that tells you some of the trees, but they're all in Thai. It'll have the genus name in English, and then the rest of it is all in Thai. Then they have some chickens over here, the normal stuff. And let's go. The footbridge is over across the way here. All right, so this is the entrance to the little walkway. They have a little covered building here, and then they kind of show like a 3D map of what the area looks like. It's all in Thai, and some people are just kind of hanging out here. They're selling lottery tickets and stuff. And then we have wow, there's one that's actually in English here, talking about the fiddler crab. All right, so we're going out into the mangroves. You can see there's a little bit of standing water in here, and I can already see one of the little, actually a couple of little crabs. They're walking around down here. There's a big one over there. Oh, and there's a whole bunch. Whoa, there's a lot. So these are the little fiddler crabs. And the male of the species has one big claw and one small claw. And what the big claw is used for mating, it's to kind of just show off. And then the small claw is what it uses to feed. And the females have both of the claws that are the same size. So it uses the small claw and it brings the soil to its mouth, and then it sifts through there looking for like microbes or algae or whatever, and then it uses its mouth and it digs the stuff that it can eat out of it, and then it takes all that sand and puts it into a little ball, and they put those around their little habitats, their little burrows that they have. Here's some of the crabs. You can see their little burrows. It's pretty cool. They got like neon green eyes. There's just a whole bunch of them. You can see they're thick on the floor of this mangrove. And this is more of the walkway that goes out into the mangroves. So this goes out into the mangroves a kilometer. And then it goes through this little forest reserve that's like, it's like 3.7 square kilometers. And it's right next to one of these little rivers here, and it's also next to the ocean. And then it gets the high and the low tide, so all these mangroves have adapted to where they can withstand being submerged under the salt water as well as being dry like this. And you see the different types of the roots. You see the cones, you see like kind of the gnarly roots that they have. We'll see some different kinds up here. Yeah, and this is some of the gnarly roots that they have. Now getting here, it's about 30 minutes south of Hua Hin, and we just drove a car. I don't know if there's any other way to get over here. You could probably hire like a taxi to come over here if you wanted to. This is kind of a hidden little gem that not too many people know about if you're in Hua Hin. And the GPS took me to a little village, and the bridge to get over here was kind of rusted out. It actually had a sign up that said closed. And so then I had to go over a mountain jungle trail to get down here because the GPS sometimes screws you up. And so anyway, I went over this washed out mountain road, and I was worried about getting stuck. And I made it through and got over here. And then what leads into it is a really nice road that comes down from the north, but I came in from the west. And so it was kind of an interesting little way in. Yeah, this is beautiful. So this is the 100 meters point. And you can see here's another one of the signs. Talks about some of the insects, some of the other things that are in this, the back mangrove. It's all in Thai. Talks about how much it has to eat, the little crabs. Yeah, this is absolutely wonderful. Now, I've done a couple of these mangrove forests. Probably the best one was like the Salet Pet, which was at Koh Chang, that has the red bridge. That's fantastic. And then I did a mangrove from Koh Lanta that was quite nice also. You can see how the mangroves are. And then just, you can see all the little activity down amongst the roots, just crabs everywhere. And you can see their little burrows over there. And then you can see the new trees that are growing up. Yeah, if you want a nice, peaceful place to go, these mangroves are it. Got some families out taking some pictures today. Check that out though. How spectacular is that? And then you can see up into the canopy. Now they used to use these mangroves. The people would come in and they would cut down these little mangrove trees and then they would turn them into charcoal. So, but Thailand's doing a lot of efforts to try to keep them from cutting the mangroves down. They're replanting them, letting them kind of go back into their original habitat. And you can see how gnarly these roots are. And they built a tree, they built a bridge right around the tree. Yeah, I really enjoy stuff like this. This is, for me, about as good as it can get. So this is one of the hazards with the way they built this bridge. It's a wooden bridge, and the tree has actually grown up next to it and pushed the board up. So hopefully they will continue to maintain this. A lot of the issues they run into is that once they build it, you know, people come and start enjoying it, and then they just never do any maintenance on it, and these things kind of have a tendency to fall apart. And if you saw my one where I did the black sand beach over near Chanthaburi, over by Koh Chang, there's a mangrove that we went through, and the wooden bridge over there is really starting to fall apart. And just build this right around these trees. Yeah, this is nice. So this is 300 meters in, and this whole distance is 1 kilometer. Check out the size of that crab right there on the tree. Got the purple claws. So that's a different one. You see the little red and black ones? It has like the neon eyes. Yeah, this is really fantastic. They have a little creek running right through the mangroves, and all the crabs are on the edge doing this stuff. Just the forest floor is just thick with those crabs. It's incredible. Right here's a nice look at those different kinds of roots. So there's those little cone roots, and then kind of like the spider web looking roots right next to it. And we're right here 400 meters into the mangrove. This is just absolutely incredible how dense those roots are. And then right over there is like a little stream that goes right through the mangrove. Okay, so halfway in, they have a little pier here, and then they have sign up, and here's the phone number if you're interested. They have some of the local people that take you on a tour, so you can do 450 or 500 baht. It depends on which kind of boat. And then they have a little pier right here, and this is the little channel that you can go up. So the water level may be too low, so they may not be running right now. But this is absolutely beautiful in here. So just take this in, how beautiful this is. So this is the little river, and then you can see the mountain back behind with the big huge rock. And this is, we came around that mountain to get in here. And then this is looking down the channel. And this actually runs towards the ocean. So if you got on right here, this goes out to the sea. And you're not too far at all away from that. This is kind of interesting here. This is a different species of mangrove. You can see how it has the white and brown bark. And then this is the other kind here that has kind of this greenish gray. Yeah, this is absolutely amazing in here. Yeah, if you come to this area, I would recommend coming over here and taking a look at this if you're interested in nature at all. I mean, check out how cool this is. Like walking down like a little tunnel. And there's a lot of Thais that are out here today enjoying this, which is really nice. Lots and lots of people out here with their families. And then here we have yet another species of these mangroves. So these right here, they say there's a little data plate that's in English that talks, these are the what they call the peacock court. And it has like kind of a closed leaf that faces upwards, and it's designed to grow where it doesn't get as much light, and it's also, the plant can grow in the soil that doesn't have as much nutrients. It's not as swampy as the other parts, so those trees have adapted. All right, so it looks like they have an observation tower. That should be pretty cool. Let's go up there and see what the view looks like. This is the view from the top of that little observation platform. How fantastic is this? Now I was actually going to break out the drone and fly it over here, but this is a better view than what the drone would be. Yeah, this is awesome. You can see the little walkway that goes into the mangrove. And like I said, you can just see how many Thais, oh, a couple tourists here. There's just so many people out enjoying this today, which is really nice. And just give a 360 look at this. This is from the top of the observation platform. You can see the different species of mangrove trees. The taller ones, the shorter ones. And some of them have a little greener leaves, some of them have a little yellow cast to it. And then the walkway goes. I think this is like, it's 700 meters, you can see the sign right there. So we have 300 more meters to go into this mangrove. These actually here may be the fiddler crab. Look at the size of that one arm. And there's several of them here. Quite cool. There's another one right there. And he's going to go right down the burrow. Go in sideways. And he's going to come back up. We're a little better than 800 meters in now. Some more of these gnarly root systems. It's actually starting to cloud up, so there's thunder that I can hear on the horizon. So hopefully we can finish walking through here before the rain comes. I remember the one that we did at the Black Sand Beach over by Pranburi. It rained so hard, it was kind of miserable. That was a fun mangrove forest to explore also. There wasn't near as many crabs, and the trees weren't quite as beautiful as this. This is amazing. I don't think it's as nice as the one at Koh Chang. That's probably the best one. That Salet Pet, the Red Bridge, that is quite amazing, and it opens up into the Gulf there. There's like a little bay. So you walk down the bridge right to the bay, and it's amazing. So I did a Google Translate on this one right here. This is the serrated mud crab. It's a black crab, and there's actually a Thai song about them. They go for 350 baht for a kilo of those, is what the sign says. And it's actually, that's not the fiddler crab. I was mistaken whenever I said that at the beginning. They do have the bigger claws, so that one with the white claw must have been the fiddler crab. but the little song is something about like catching the black crab and crunching the crab and who's going to catch the blue crab. And then this is talking some more about these right here. So they have the little spines over their eyes. Different varieties of these crabs. So these are the sesame crab. These are the ones that have the 2 red claws and then like the neon green eyes. And you can see, wow, there's a big, huge crab over there. You just see activity all around the roots. It's all the crabs doing their business. They eat all the decaying plant material. They eat any like dead animals. They kind of take care of the bottom of the forest. And they aerate the soil that gives extra nutrients to these trees. So that big, big, huge crab is called the Meadows mangrove crab. You can see this, if you could read the Thai, this would definitely open up some different things to this mangrove for you. And we're 900 meters in, and I don't know if you can hear the thunder. They have a little plaque over here talking about Queen Rama IX's wife, Rama IX's queen, that she was the one instrumental in making this mangrove forest, because before it was all in bad shape. And she's the one that kind of got everybody together to improve this area. Okay, and this is back over to the entry. So it just does a circle. So it's a kilometer walk around in a circle. So the whole thing, and you're back at the start. All right, everybody. So that's going to finish up our video over here at Pranburi, as the Thai say it. This is the Pranburi Forest Park. This was a lot of fun. I've enjoyed this a lot. The mangroves are really, really nice. It's beautiful to come out here and get out and explore a little bit of the nature. This is stuff you don't normally get to see, so it's fun to be able to come over here and do it. This is probably like the second best one. I mean, I said before, the one in Kanchanaburi is better. I think it's cool. This is worth your time if you're over here. This one's easier to get to. It's not as hard to get over to here if you're in Hua Hin as it is to get all the way over to Koh Chang. So anyway, guys, if you liked the video, make sure you click like and subscribe to my channel if you're new here. This is the kind of stuff that I do. I go out and I show you just what I see. I do all these long kind of open narrative videos. Nothing fancy. I just show you and I tell you what I know about it, and you can see how it looks like. I'm not going to tell you that it's better than it is. I'm just going to tell you what I know and what I see. So if you like this kind of stuff, this is the place for you. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. And if you're not subscribed already, subscribe, and then you're notified when I post new videos. And tell me what you think. If you want me to do something different, let me know also. And share it on your social media if you would like. That helps me out. That helps my channel grow and helps me to where I can make new content and all of that. So anyway, until next time, guys, from over here just south of Hua Hin in Pranburi, life is a journey. Until next time, enjoy.